right, baby update. We've got Frost and her big buckling there. Got Sweetie and doling, and buckling. And we've got Cinnamon. And we've got a little buckling here. He's having issues with his back legs. I'm working on it. I'm doing some physio. I might work up some kind of brace or splint for him. And then she's got a doling here. And then this little brown girl right there. That's her head, and there's her body there. So that's this pen. Got everybody fed. I got his legs put back where they belong. They're all napping now. And then tonight I'll milk her out just because she's only got the one and she ends up lopsided. She's got a lot of milk. She's going to be a really good producer. Got to get them some eating hay. I'll do that after my video. These guys are so cute. I still have to chain Cinnamon to feed them. So we take the water bucket down and we hook her collar up to that and have her on one side, put a couple kids on, flip her over to the other, which is nice because you sit here, put kids on. She still kicks. She does this every year. She just does not like newborn kids. She comes around after a couple weeks, but she gets better every year. So maybe she'll come around after 1 week this year. But it doesn't help that this guy is not mobile yet. This one's feeling a bit poorly, so I'm going to give that a little nutrient drench. It's just not as robust. But then again, Cinnamon's, this little buckling, this little doling, and this brown doling, they were in there with a dead baby, and that's sure to cause some sort of issues. And with the 4 of them, that was a big drain on her. I thought I was giving enough nutrition, but not quite enough for 4. So they just need a little bit of extra love and care to get them going. All right, in this pen, we've got Moo Moo. And this is one of her bucklings. He has legs for days, but she doesn't love them yet. And the brown buckling. So she nurses the brown one just fine, but I have to hook her up to the wall by her collar, right there, to get this little guy on. He's one that we had to pull up to the house and warm up because when he was born, he was right there, kind of wedged in the door against the cold metal of the frame and a gap where there was a cold draft. So he got chilled. And then we have Miss Ebony here, who had the hard delivery and I had to pull the babies. It was a little traumatic for her. She's a little confused about the whole thing, but I think she's starting to catch on. So I hook her up to the wall as well, and then I show her her babies. She's got 2 almost identical bucklings. They're blue roans. I haven't looked closely enough to see if there is a difference yet, but so far they look identical. Sorry, I know the red light's not the best for the camera. I should just get a whole new unit and a white heat light, but red is what I have, so that's what we're using. But yeah, I hook her up to the wall and then I show her her babies, let her smell them, let them nuzzle around her face, and then put them on her. She didn't really kick much today, which is good, and she looked at them and she watched them and she got petted and praised and loved on. And she's making cute mama noises at them. She's sniffing at them. So in another day or 2, she may have figured out this whole thing. Sometimes you need to do that with new mamas. They're just a little overwhelmed. They don't know what's going on or what to do or how to mama. But they learn. You see, she's getting on with that one. And Angel here, while I was working with the babies today, she was coming in for snuggles and trying to lick my hat and lick my ears and lick my face, and I checked her ligaments. They're gone, so she may be kidding in the next 24 hours. So I'll keep an eye on her. But I'm an outlet short right now, so I don't have enough outlets for my heat light, my stall light, and my camera. I might have to bring out a little extension cord or something. Oh, there's an idea. I actually have extension cords here. I'll do that before I go. I'll rig up an extension cord from the outer wall over there, up over the bars, and here for the camera. Hi, Kitty. Hello, Leona. Don't come down, you get head-butted. Yeah, that's what we're at for the goats. We've had a total of 5 goats give birth so far, to a total of 13 babies, 2 of which did not survive, so we're at 11. And we've got 4 girls out of 11 kids. So not the best boy to girl ratio yet, but I have 4 more senior does to give birth. So Tiny, Angel, and then out with the rest of the herd I still have Milky and Millie. And then I got a whole whack of junior does to kid yet. So maybe my boy to girl ratio numbers will come up before the end of the season. But I'm going to have a whole whack of kids, like a huge kid crop this year. So yeah, I think I'll stop with the video for now and rig up the camera and get some more hay for the other stall. Check in on my dad. Just the other side of this wall is our north run-in where the goats usually are, and he's mucking that out with the tractor. The snow melted enough that we could finally get the gates open to get the tractor in the muck. And yeah, just wrap things up for chores and head back up to the house. See, there's a cute mama noise. You're gonna end up loving your kids. I just know it. Hi, Mabel. Mabel's in jail in the milking stall because she went into the pasture through the open gates where the tractor was going through for mucking out the north run-in. And then she started rolling in all the wet, juicy cow pies. Or trying to. Dad caught her right away and asked me to bring her in and contain her. So he's done now, so I'll let her loose. But I just wanted to get a little clip of Mabel in jail. You're a good girl, Mabel. So I was up at the house not even half an hour, and I turned on the goat cam. And I saw there was more than 4 babies. I saw 5. There's one over here, and when I came out here, there's one in the corner. So these are from Angel, who so far is not acknowledging them. They both had a drink. This brown one is a doeling. And this little guy here is a... Ebony went and touched my screen and changed things on me. But I think that buckling, which is Angel's, is going to look fairly similar to this one. We'll see how he dries out. They're wet right now. I dried them off pretty good with a towel since Mama had no inclination to do so. And got their belly buttons done, clipped, iodined, and fed. Got them both on Mama. They had a meal. And under the heat lamp to dry off and warm up. And Ebony here still has some misplaced affection. I am not your baby and I am not your mama. You need to love your babies, not me. Oh, is that the spot? That is the spot. So hopefully Angel will come around. I'll give her some time. I might give her some pain meds. There was meconium staining for the girl, which means they had some distress in the birthing process. It squeezed the poop out, which may have been hard on mom. And so maybe after some pain meds, she'll come around to wanting them. She didn't even want to smell them. But we'll work with her. If I have to chain her up and feed the babies, I will. I do prefer the mums to mum their own babies, not me. That'll get everyone settled together in a nice pile to keep the new ones warm. And up to the house for a while, and I'll keep an eye on things with the camera. You are just being a big sucky baby. You are. Angel's getting her molasses water. Post-birth molasses. Now goats love a good hot drink in the winter. Like they love it as much as I love a good hot chocolate, and the perfect temperature is just perfect. But as well as the warm water, which she would guzzle anyways, the molasses. Angel, you're not defending your water very well. The molasses has a lot of B vitamins and minerals, and the B vitamins are really helpful in stressful situations, helping the body cope and recover. It also has some sugars in there, some calories, gives her a bit of energy. Really, really beneficial in helping her bounce back after kidding. Let's see. How are your ligaments? Oh, still there. Still there. You might be next though, before Millie, I think. Another couple days maybe. Then again, I checked hers last night and they were hard, and I thought she had a couple days. We'll see. You are just the cutest thing. I love this guy. Love your babies, not me. Your babies, not me. Not me. This is, oh yeah, this is Moo Moo's. Who's finishing up the water over there. Since you're up, I might put you on Moo Moo. But yeah, so we got another boy and another girl. We're at 13 kids again. All right, quick video on whose is whose. So I realized that Ebony's two black boys aren't quite identical. This one has a smaller white patch on his head than the other one. The one with the bigger white patch has a fluffier face. He's there. And they belong to Ebony. Now this cute guy with the black patch on his hip and this lovely little brown girl with the white stripe on her side belong to Moo. Yeah. Which means the last two, and there's his wonky legs. I was hoping he wouldn't have it, but I'll work on that. Shimmy around these two. And he has a solid black line up his back. She's also brown, but she doesn't have the stripe up her side. They belong to Angel. His leg's not as bad as Cinnamon's. I think he'll get it. I'll check his tendons. Cinnamon's guy, the tendons right down here too tight, which was part of the problem. So I'll check his and stretch out if I need to. But, who did I say was Posey? I was thinking of doing the kids' names. The girls would be flowers and the boys would be trees. Yeah, it was yours, wasn't it, Moo Moo? Yeah, she's got a mark on the back of her head that comes down as a question mark. So I thought, well, she can be Posey because she got a question mark on her head. So Moo feeds her just fine, but she won't feed him. We have to tie her up for him. So yeah, that's who's. Boop. There you go. That should strengthen up in a couple days. I gave him a vitamin mineral drench. I also gave it to Cinnamon's boy, who has it much worse than him. That should firm them up. And I'm going to continue with the physio for Cinnamon's guy and check his little ankles there. But Ebony fed her kids without being tied up. Now we had to put them on her, but they found the teats on their own and she fed them pretty good, so I was happy about that. You're up, darling. You are. This is your mama over here. Angel, these are your kids. Angel's still not accepting the kids. She's like, I refuse to smell them. If I smell them, then I have to acknowledge that they're mine. So I refuse to smell. That's the game she's playing right now. But we'll work on it. Okay, I have worked up a soft splint on this guy on both sides. And he's not going to be super mobile, but maybe that'll help get his joints facing in the right direction. You see how tight his toes point down? I'm going to have to keep stretching out that joint on both feet. Hopefully this will get his joints where they should be. And I'll continue with the stretching and physio. And we'll see if we can bring this guy around. Because if we can't, then I mean, he could survive with a wheelchair, but I'm not going to bother with that. Everyone else in here is doing good. There, I've got him in position. I did a minute of stretching on his little toes. Come here, you. She's just the most curious one. I got him all comfy. He should be fine there for the majority of the night. He'll probably wiggle around at some point, but for now he's good.